Okay, first I'm gonna say all praise is glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Bashim Gakadash. And your double honors to apostles and teachers got milson. I learned this truth and I'll say Shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. And I'm gonna title this video something along the lines of so you think we're lame for believing in God, or something along the lines of that. You know, and a lot of our people will look at us like squares or like we're lame or losers or whatever because we don't eat pork or participate, or we don't, you know, carry on with the same type of life that the rest of the people of the world, you know, carry on with, you know, smoking weed. You know, there's, you know, I don't remember enough to kind of like just bring up the story, but you know, people, you know, will look at us for being lame or weird because we don't do the same type of shit that they do. You know, because it's popular to smoke weed, we don't smoke weed. There's this short where there's some Jake chick, and I guess there was some type of like date type of thing where they set people up, you know, set chicks up with a dude, and you know they go through, chicks go through, and you know they ask, you know, the questions are back and forth, and they'll see if they're a match. But it's like the nigga version. But there was some chick that asked if this guy, if he drink, he said no. If he smoke weed, he said no. She literally asked if he does any drugs, and she said that he's boring because he doesn't do drugs. But not sure if the guy believes in God or not. But that's what passes as being a cool person. Even though when I was in high school, you know, like pretty much niggas who were really popular, they often, everybody, you know, smoke fucking weed together. But that, you know, that's what passed off as being a cool thing. And we know we're weird or lame for believing in God, for believing things like smoking weed is like it's fucking stupid, which it really is. You know, because you know we don't go around fucking other man's women because we ain't, you know, down for nigga culture, because we don't go to barbecues and eat pork, because we don't kill niggas, because we don't enjoy giving up our freedom. You know, and like what niggas will praise somebody who just got out of jail over somebody who just put in 4 years for a PhD slave, 6 years for a PhD slave degree. And you know, in comments, they had niggas justifying that shit. Why niggas got more praise than somebody, you know, than somebody with that. But that's a nigga. A nigga was justifying why a nigga who just got out of prison got more praise than a guy who went through college. He was trying to justify it. That's a nigga for you. But the reason why I have Game of Thrones here, you can look up Game of Thrones. Any type of medieval series where it goes into like, you know, old royalty. You know, niggas wearing crowns, gold. You know that, and you know that this is what the Heavenly Father is going to give His people. This is what's really cool, my nigga. You know, there's a brother that talked about how a dream he had when he saw Yahushua giving men crowns. But get this, the crowns were tailor made to that man, so the crowns were different. And you know, he's going to give us his people as a whole, but mainly the elect, you know, the elect first. He's going to give them their own little personally tailored slice of heaven. And when you go into these various kingdoms and whatnot, these kings, they order their kingdom how they like. That's what's really cool, my nigga. Like what niggas think that getting used women, baby mamas. Here it is, you got to go to a job where you have to obey another man. See, peep this. When you, bro, you live in a world, to all you niggas who think we're weirdos or we're lame because we don't believe in nigga culture, you fucking retards live in a world where another man with some handcuffs on his back belt, he can tell you do not resist. He can tell you don't resist. This nigga puts his hands on you and holds you down, and he has the right to say do not resist. I always thought that was fucking nuts. How another a grown ass man can sit there and put his hands on your shoulders and sit you down like a little 4-year-old that's been sit down on the side of the fucking playground. This nigga can say do not resist. Or if you do, even if he's in the fucking wrong, if you do, he can fucking kill you. And you're gonna be out on the you're gonna be splayed out on the concrete with a bullet in your fucking head looking crazy. you niggas live in a world where a grown ass man can put his knee on your fucking neck, and guess what? A lot of what's universally known for Jake in that situation is what he calls for his mommy. I think that nigga George Floyd did that shit too. Imagine how embarrassing that is. You'd much rather die on your feet than die on the ground, ass tooted up in the air, a nigga's knee on your neck, you losing breath, coughing, snotting, bleeding, and then you start screaming for your mommy. That's the word. That's what you niggas think is cool. You niggas like, and you see these videos, and it's real. That's Jake life. How a nigga will get taken away in a cop car, and he'll say some shit. Hold it down, all this. That is so fucking humiliating. But you niggas think it's cool. You niggas think it's cool to I live literally right around the fucking block from a big Edomite college. Right? And on the Edomite side, there's the Edomite side, and then you have the Jake side. You can literally walk down a block and see Edomite side, take a few feet down to the other side of the same block, see the Jake side. And you see niggas carrying on their side, but they don't go on the Edomite side. They're shooting each other and killing each other, but they ain't gonna go fuck with their damn school. Yet they're tough. They think they're cool. That's what's really cool. That's what's cool, huh? Being a nigga is cool. Living in a world where it's universally known that when niggas see Edomite cops, they straighten up, they pull their pants up, especially the nigga woman. You live in a world where your own women do not respect you. Look up something called ghetto gaggers, and they enjoy it. These women will straighten up in Edomite society when the Edomite comes around. But they'll treat the men of their own nation, their defenders, like shit. Now, granted, the average black American man is a piece of fucking shit. You know, you have your little outliers, but they're just highly paid, trained niggas. But this is what passes off as being cool. You know, working all day, back blown out. See, and that's another thing, man. No power. Not having power is not cool. See, the situation that our people are in, especially the men of our nation, because Esau focused on destroying the men of our nation, which essentially led the black woman to the women of our nation in general, but especially the black woman to gravitate towards the one who has power, which is him. But the situation that are in, the metaphorical situation our people are in, is bent over a fucking table, ass cheeks spread wide open, vulnerable. And the reason why I use that and that vulgar metaphor is to push the point of how fucking vulnerable our people are. Yet they think it's cool to they think it's cool to smoke weed and to do drugs and to do dirt under the cover of night. But, they don't want to get caught, though. But one of the things in the scriptures talk about how the Heavenly Father's men are going to be, how's it go? Pretty much they're going to meet their oppressors to their face. They're going to be proclaiming the truth to their oppressors, to their face. It goes something along the lines of that. But in that verse, I know for a fact that says how they're going to be, pretty much, preaching to their oppressors to their faces. And how are we doing that? Through the internet. Because whether you niggas believe it or not, there is a list. All of us who are preaching the truth, and the head of our camp mentioned how when you go to our Father's prayer, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, that's a declaration of war. So we are declaring, we're declaring war on Esau. And he doesn't take that shit like, not once again, a lot of you niggas don't understand how kings think. You're threatening a king's regime. You know, the mindset that he pushed to his people. A king does not take that shit fucking lightly. So y'all call us lame because, you know, we don't bring sticks to camp war or this or that. Y'all niggas, see, it takes a man to do that, to stand up for what you believe in, right? It takes a man, not only what you believe in, but to stand up for what's right, regardless of how you personally feel. That takes that's a real man. But you stupid niggas, y'all are pussies. Because in the first place, y'all have no problem talking shit about us. You know, no problem confronting us. But you ain't gonna go to a fucking what's that damn place? One of them military recruitment centers and try to start shit with them. Cause you niggas some fucking bitches. Y'all can kill each other in the street, but you ain't gonna go up to a military complex en masse and try to wage war with them. Cause y'all some fucking pussies. But that's what passes off as being cool, huh? That's what y'all think is cool. Having used women. Sure, she may be well endowed, but that thing is wore out. Doesn't matter how good it look. It's wore out. Doesn't matter how good she can throw it down. That's another thing. How did she get those skills? Well, then you want to know how I got these. What? She has a particular set of skills. You know? How did she get those skills? But then again, niggas don't care about that. They only care about, you know, feeling good and whatnot. But at the same time, that's not it, bro. Because when you go into the way these kings live, they got the best of the fucking best. When you go into Esther, I forgot the name of the king, but this is during the Persian captivity, where she had to bathe in oils for, I think, what was it, 6 months? I think it was 12 months in total that she had to, you know, like go through like a purification process. I know it's in her law. I think it's 12 months in total to go through a purification process. You know, you make sure, you know, body's right and all that. But that's what kings has. Kings would get the creme de la fucking creme when it came to women. When it came to everything. Drinking out of gold and silver. I think it mentions that during King Solomon's reign. They were drinking out of gold. I think it was gold. Gold dust in their hair. Garments, man, like, and you niggas walk around with holes in your pants, sagging. A lot of you got shit stains in your drawers, busted up fucking shoes. Y'all thinking like, man, especially these little stupid young niggas, they think it's cool to walk around with fucking tattoos. That's what these niggas smell. And all these niggas stink, bro. All of them. Not all of them, but most of them. Even if they do take a shower, these niggas smell awful. Cause it's either weed or it's either just the way their body is rocking. It says Wisdom of Solomon 6:20. Therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. And niggas think it's lame to have wisdom. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore. And once again, we want to be kings. We want to put niggas to death by grain. That's an inside joke. Brothers are gonna know what I'm talking about. You know, and when you go into kingdoms, man, you like if niggas disobey your laws, you can put that fucker to death. That's power. We want power. Death by grain, my nigga. But having power is what's cool. Being a nigga is not cool. It isn't, because once again, our people have nothing, and you will have nothing and like it. Our people have nothing, and they think it's cool to have nothing. Even when you go into like these these little rich niggas and whatnot, they'll look at niggas in the hood like fucking morons. Because they realize that that's not what's really hood. That's not what's really cool. Even some niggas in the world realize that shit. They get out the hood. That's not what's really killing each other in the fucking street ain't what's really cool. You know, fucking being one paycheck away from homelessness ain't cool, nigga. Eating, shopping at the dollar store, doing your grocery shopping at the dollar store ain't what's really cool, nigga. All these fucking Kroger, mystery meat. That's not what's having your own farm, having real wealth, having slaves. This shit is, this shit is, this is the equivalent of living in huts. Cause what they had castles going like Game of Thrones. Niggas had thrones, tailor made clothing. See a lot of you can even get your clothes. See, even here in this world, you can get your clothes tailored. But niggas don't know about that. These niggas go to Foreman Mills and they get this shit off of fucking off of Amazon. A couple sizes too big and they think that's what's really cool. Wearing clothes too damn big for them. Or clothes so damn tight you can count the change in your pocket, as Elder Menachem Zakbas said a couple years ago. You know, all these weird ass offshoot brands that you barely ever heard before you get off of StockX. That's what's really hood. That's what's really cool. These niggas had pure one fabric clothing, a whole fit that they had made for them. When you go on how kings rule and shit, the best of everything. Their families were set up. They didn't have to worry about anything. Here it is. These niggas think themselves to be cool, to think themselves to be something special because they didn't kill a couple niggas in the street. They some shoes and whatnot. They're still under the thumb of another man. That's not cool at all. Being a slave is not cool. Having to what's that term, kowtow, bow down, appease your woman because you're afraid of her leaving you isn't cool. Having to deal with child support isn't cool. My nigga, having to wear rubbers because of the fear of having a kid with a chick who's probably going to take you to court or a disease ain't cool. In the kingdom, we ain't gonna deal with any of that. Everything is going to be pure. That's what's really cool, my nigga. Your roof leaking. You gotta wait until another man gives you money to take care of your shit. You're on his time, ultimately. You gotta tailor your life around another nigga. You don't have your own shit going on. Farming, even your own business. Even your own business side hustle. A lot of Jake don't Jake do little shit. But on like a larger scale, like they don't have that they can live off of on their own. They don't have that shit going on. Even with the business. That's what's real, but that's what passes off as cool to these niggas. So we're the lame ones for not wanting used box. We're the lame ones for wanting to be kings. Oh, say, that's back in those ancient times. Look at the way the niggas with real money live. Those niggas live like fucking kings. They may be wearing suit and ties, but it's still the same fucking concept. Yes, the ways in which shit may have changed. The face of things have changed, but the bare bones blueprint skeleton hasn't. They're still fucking kings. They just wearing suits. And what's that bitch over there? What's that old bitch who just died? Elizabeth. That bitch is still wearing a crown. She may have been wearing like a little modern dress, but they still had a fucking throne and a crown and jewels, real jewels in that bitch. You don't see no. You don't see no. You see some dumbass call himself King David wearing a fucking Burger King crown. Our forefathers had real crowns, like real shit. Once again, go back into this, man. You see the way, like, kings, man. Like, here it is. Look at this nigga, man. The nigga would give a fucking command, and even with King David, when you had that, man, you had forefathers that would give a command to a battalion, and them niggas would go ride on the motherfucker. That's what's really cool. And yeah, that nigga Jon Snow with everybody, acknowledge him. I think it was the king of the south or some shit. But they were willing to die for that nigga. Then you had this nigga, this big bad guy at the end of the series, but he still had fucking minions. That he would give a command, them niggas would go, and take charge or handle whatever business, man. Having servants, subjects. And ultimately, that's what the so-called white man has, in the form of all these all this employment. But man, I'm not gonna. I hope the point. I pray the point was proven. But you're gonna like like we're the lame ones for wanting the best of the best, for wanting to be kings and lords and gods. We're the lame ones. Yahweh Shai told the disciples that they asked, "What were we going to get if we follow you?" And I'm just gonna see if I can find it. 12. That's nice. About 12. It's Matthew 19 and 27. Then answered Peter said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? What are we going to get for shunning? For like once again, they weren't. You had, I think it was Luke, that was an artist and a physician. One of the brothers brought that up. But the disciples, the apostles, they weren't just bum niggas. They had skills. They had things to family trades. They had money. That's why he said, what we get if we forsaken all, not only the world, but the things they had in the world. Forsaken building that to follow him. Yahweh shall say unto them, Verily I say unto you, that they which shall follow me in the regeneration, reincarnation, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, when that happened, in the kingdom, ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren, or sisters or father, or mother or wife, or children or lands for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold and shall inherit everlasting life. And what is that going to? That goes to everybody who's following him in sincerity. Because ultimately, if you follow him, you have to lose people, family. You have to lose women. You may lose like things just start up in the world. You're gonna have to take more attention to that. Like you're most likely not going to be able to be a fucking social influencer or an Instagram model in the truth. Most likely, that's not going to happen. And if you've done that in the past, or if you want to do that, you're probably going to have to give your shit up because people are going to know who you are. They're going to see you, and they're going to have fucking questions. You're going to have to make a choice. And even things we possibly could do, endeavors that we could fucking do, give that up. And what's going to happen? You're going to get. Let's read it right here. Shall inherit shall receive a hundredfold and shall inherit everlasting life. So we're lame for wanting that, for wanting to be perfect, for wanting power, for wanting revenge, for wanting like that Conan guy said off of Conan. I forgot. I need to watch. I only watched the movie once, which is fucking surprising. I watched the newer one with that Aquaman nigga. And then I watched the older one with Arnold once, but I need to watch it. I'm probably gonna go watch it again right now after this. But I think I remember two things he said, but I think there were three things he said. What are the like chief things of life? What are the three top things of life or something like that? And then Conan, I remember the first two. Conan said, "Crush your enemies, and hear the screams of their women." But that's what we want. We want to crush our fucking enemies, not just beat them, crush them. Where is it? I think it's Psalms 82. It goes 82 or 86, somewhere in the 80s. But it mentions the list of our enemies. We want to crush our enemies. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how kings and rulers think. Crush your enemies and have them in subjectivity. King David thought like that. He crushed his enemies. And he had them in captivity. And the heavenly God was okay with that. He gave him the green light to do it. So much, in fact, that he even gave him the power to do it. He didn't just give him the green light. He gave him the power to do it. But that's what's really cool. Having your own throne. Imagine dealing with a woman who no man has ever touched before. See, you niggas are just dirty inside and out. Y'all love dealing with used hoes. Not only dealing with them, but marrying them. Used in the mind and in the body. But not going to go any more. Hope that finds all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shugat, and Dash, the ones of apostle and teacher, Emil, some from Allah, and the truth. Shalom to hopefully is an instruction, Babylon, Great America.